It's Week 3 of the National Football League, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Jags and the Texans, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Ready. Opposite. Kill. Locked it.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Alert. 10. Opposite.
Toss left side for Etienne. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Kill. Locked it.
Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, to get that done.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. A give to ETN running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. hands it off out of the gun. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I do know from experience, if you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The fullback dive held up short. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now Lawrence on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. ETN once more, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Houston set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And this one's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're going to be set up now with a goal at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 13 yards. So they called it a a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. We talk about in basketball, they're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. 3 touchdown passes there for Jalen Hurts. Another game of interest in the AFC East has us checking in on the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Brian Robinson, 3 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Sam Darnold has a touchdown pass. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. When we always think of short passes, I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Out of the gun now on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. from the 38. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Christian Kirksey. The O-line can't stop him, and he gets the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Back to throw now on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Ready, ready.
They'll set up a throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On second down, ETN once more. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Another tote for ETN. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. ETN up the middle. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's when your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Straight ahead, ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On second down, ETN once more. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now Lawrence. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. This one fielded at the 5. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with ETN. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Ready, go.
They'll run with ETN. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Jacksonville, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile,